So I got a few requests to do a speed test comparison here of the Galaxy S8 against the S7 Edge running the Galaxy S8 software. So we are running a ported version of the Samsung Experience 8.1 on the S7 Edge, and we're going to see which one is the fastest device overall. So I think this is going to be very close because the S7 Edge still has a very flagship level processor overall, but you can see the S8 is starting a little bit faster here, not hugely though. Got to say the S7 Edge was quite quick there itself. You can see we do have the same interface here then. So for those who didn't see the other video, which is very nice, this is by the Dark Lord ROM, which I will post a link in the description again if you want to check it out. So yeah, let's see. We're just going to open up a few apps here and see how they compare, and then we can move on to the heavier stuff. So I'm guessing quite a few people will be wondering, is it worth it to upgrade here to the S8 if they have the S7 or the S7 Edge? And so far, based upon speed alone, I can't see a massive motivation. I've just done this one, haven't I? There you go. Let's do another one. Let's do the camera. So there's an issue with the Bixby Vision on the S7 Edge at the moment that it's just a black screen, so I'm guessing that's a bug. But you can see the actual opening up here. Very nice and comparable, not a massive difference between them. We can also move on to some third-party apps that we have installed. So we have Voxer. It's like identical again, and we do have Argos. So maybe the S8 is slightly faster on some of these ones. But I got to say, it's not the massive difference I was expecting overall. I think if you're coming from an S7 Edge, you're not going to see a massive difference here. Maybe it is the S8 software, which is, increasing performance on the S7 Edge, which I do think runs very nice and smooth. If saying this is like a ROM thing. What else do we have? Uber. So that was not fair. We'll just do that again, and go. You see, so S7 Edge is easily keeping up here on a lot of these. We do have, what else do we have? Some games. So maybe a little bit snappier on the left here, but not far behind. You can see again S7 Edge. Very nimble. FIFA. Wow, that was literally neck and neck. I think the S8 did just pit the S7 Edge again. And some people still insist that, Samsung phones slow down after a year, but I can't see it. I can't see it with the S7 Edge. It's really doing well here. I think we have one more. What was that one? Golf Clash. So we have this one. I bet there'll be a difference in terms of the memory management. Probably the S8 will be a bit better there, but you can see if you're going to be really strict, the S8 was probably slightly snappier, but definitely not enough to justify moving from the S7 Edge if you do have this already. So let's have a look at the synthetics here. So I think we don't have speed test, so we'll just get that on, and let's see how speed test compares. So we'll just start with the S7 Edge. Wow, so absolutely fantastic score again, even a year later, after all those Coca-Cola tests and water tests. Amazing. And the S8, I bet you it can't match it. No, probably can. Oh, it can't, just by 1 megabyte there. So you can see the S7 Edge is actually dominant when it comes to the Wi-Fi, which is really annoying actually. You would expect the best. Let's give it another try, because I can't believe that the old phone is better than the new one. Wow, that's even worse. I should have stayed with the first score. So strange kind of occurrence here with the S7 Edge. You know, I did say this in another video, I think the S8 isn't that good when it comes to Wi-Fi, let's just be honest. Maybe because it's so like compact. We can have a look at the websites. So let's just quickly load something. Both of them using the Samsung browser, Samsung internet. And you can see, I think the left Samsung was a little bit snappier, and well, the actual viewing experience is very comparable here. You can see the content does glide upon both of them, and it's nice and fast here. So we can just do some multitasking. This is what I'm actually really interested in. Oh yes, you can see some nice reloading already. Oh, and then on the left as well. So 1-1. Very similar. For saying this is a ROM, this is very stable. I've got to say, there's been no, crashes and things that you do usually get with ROMs on the S7 Edge. I mean, fantastic, whoever developed it. You can see the basic apps are pretty comparable really, no major reloading here. So I'm going to give this a tie when it comes to the basic apps, which is fantastic. The games, this is where we usually see a difference. So it's going into a little bit snappier on the left, but the actual, there's no reloading, which is very interesting. Wow. Again, straight in there. Maybe Samsung should hire this developer going forward, to make the same software on all Samsung devices. Last one, I think they both reloaded this. So we did get to 3 games, or is it just resuming actually? I think it's resuming it, so that wasn't technically a reload. This did resume a little bit faster, but stunning performance there from the S7 Edge, gotta say. And if I was you, I wouldn't be in a rush to upgrade to the S8 if you still have an S7 Edge. There are some things to consider with the S8, obviously, which you do get. Apparently, you get Bluetooth 5.0, which allows you to do streaming to 2 different headsets, which is very good. If you want to share your music. You also do get better battery technology in here, because some people are complaining, the battery doesn't last anymore on the S7 Edge because of all that fast charging. But they worked on making it so this one should be a lot better in a year or two's time. So that's another good thing. And obviously, I'd say in terms of the feel in the hand, the S8 does feel a little bit better because it's less sharp around the edges, which is one thing that did put me off the curved displays of the past. This feels like not a curved display, which is fantastic. But as you can see there, there's not a huge reason to upgrade really if you do have an S7 Edge, and I'd certainly recommend checking out the ROMs that are available for it to prolong its life. So yeah, just a quick comparison here. If you got any questions, do let me know. As I said, the Bixby Vision is the only thing which I don't think works on this ROM, so do bear that in mind. But everything else seems to be pretty stable, fingerprint scanner, etc. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Cheers.